Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-March 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Libras out there. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here, my guides. Talk to me about the Libras. As we move closer to Aries season, it's your zodiacal opposite. We're almost there. But yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you might want to lean into, which is always intriguing. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Libra in mid to late March, please. What's happening with my friends? Guides and spirit team, talk to me. I mean, you've been having a pretty good run with my readings for like the past month. So we're going to hope to keep that streak going. Even if we don't, though, we're going to see what happens. Okay, so this could be a very wound tight type of energy. Hopefully you're not experiencing any sort of like overthinking or anxiety when this card is in the mix. But it just feels like really wound tight. So before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end. So you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little bit about this card now. It's a beautiful card. The imagery is gorgeous. We see, we see that beautiful angel all bound up in that red ribbon or red tape, literally. So when I see this, I do think of a constricted type of energy. It always reminds me of the Eight of Swords for some reason. Now I know it's a totally different set of imagery, but this just reminds me of that. So there might be a situation where you feel like your hands are tied. You might be feeling cornered or trapped in some sort of way. Now I always say these energies are on a spectrum. You might just have a little cabin fever. You might need to get out a little bit and spread your wings in one way or another. But yeah, once again, I do feel like this could also represent overthinking, overanalyzing, anxiety, stress, stuff like that. Now, if that's not you, this could just be a person you're connected to that's a little stressed out or feeling all those things that I was just speaking about. But it's something for us to keep an eye on as we move through the reading. A good thing about this energy is that it's not permanent. It moves through pretty quickly. So that's a positive. That's a silver lining. We're just going to put that angel down right over there. Let's get into tarot now. And yes, I would say the first card here, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. Let's get these first three cards out and upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Let's get it going here for Libra, please. My gods, what do we have in mid-March? Moving towards the late. And yeah, while we get this all shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about your last reading, my friends. It was titled A Massive Victory. Now, I always say all readings, victories, wins, they come in all different shapes and sizes. But I'll say for like the past month, most of your readings have been coming through very, very positive. So I'm hoping you've been collecting those various different wins, or that there's some that are still on the horizon for you. Because remember, the energy does bleed over for a couple of weeks even. But we're going to see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. So let's get three cards out here to start it off for the lovely Libras, please. What do we have, my gods? What do we got for my friends? Okay, that's being a little specific to start. It's all good, though. All right, we got the Queen of Pentacles. That energy's kind of keeping to itself. So, I mean, I know that's not a classical meaning of this Queen of Pentacles, but I do feel for a lot of Libras, you might be in that mode where you're just trying to keep to yourself in regards to something or another. Let's get a couple more. It's a good card. It's a bountiful card. There's a lot of abundance with the Queen of Pentacles, so that could be a really good thing. All right, Queen of Wands, a lot of internal energies here, and I've been seeing her throughout a lot of the Zodiac. We'll talk about it in a moment. Lots of people so far. Let's get one more. See what's happening with Libra, please. Thank you. Okay, so you're going to have a bonus. So we do have the Tower here on the back end. Don't get nervous about that tower. I always say that there could be good towers, there could be rough towers. You also have the Hermit here as a bonus, which kind of feeds into what I was seeing with this energy up here, like trying to lay low, trying to keep to yourself. So let's go through and do a quick overview. I'll give you the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, we have a lot of different things happening here. We have some themes that we're going to want to look at as well. Lots of fiery, explosive energy towards the back end. We got double queens. We have lots of court cards. I feel a lot of people in the energy as well. So we're going to really have to break this down. There's a lot happening internally. So this tower could even be something internal, like within yourself. But let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. So position number 1, we do have the Queen of Pentacles, as I was already mentioning. We have the Hermit. Like, it did feel like someone just laying low, keeping to themselves, minding their business. So you might be in that mode right now, Libra, or just you're going to be in that mode very soon where it's like, okay, I'm just doing my thing. That's it. Not bothering no one, which is cool. Now, for a portion of you, this Queen of Pentacles could represent an earth sign that you're connected to. Remember, it's not always gender specific. The Queen of Pentacles is business minded. It's money minded. So you might be focused on business ventures and work and acquiring those pentacles. It's a good thing. I see her very similar to the Empress. So I think of blessings, I think of abundance. So we do still have that good energy lingering around you, Libra. That's a nice thing. But we'll have to revisit it in her rough sense, because I always like to give the good and the challenge of each card. The Queen of Pentacles could sometimes be stubborn. The Queen of Pentacles could sometimes be a little overwhelming. So I'm hoping you're not feeling overwhelmed by anyone or anything in this time. But we're just going to put her down right here. Now, moving to the center, we have the Queen of Wands. So once again, the double down of Queen energy. And I always like to mention, and I'll mention it again, that all queens in tarot represent the internal manifestation of the suit that they're in. So all of this is internal energy we're picking up. Now, the Queen of Wands could represent your self-confidence. For a portion of you, this could be a fire sign you're connected to. So we have a lot of fire and earth all up in the mix here. The Queen of Wands is beautiful, it's sexy, it's confident, it's someone that like really feels good about themselves. So we could be looking at your self-confidence here when she shows up in the spread. The thing with all Wands court cards is that they could be a little unpredictable, especially since we have a tower right next to her. So just know there could be an unpredictable or an unexpected energy in the air that we're going to want to look at, specifically in regards. So you might be working on your aesthetics and your looks when she's here. That's a big thing. But once again, the downside to all the Wands court cards, they could be live wires, right? They could be unexpected. They could just be something that's a little too much, okay? Moving to the back end, we have a tower. Now this card, I mean, rightfully so, could be a little nerve-wracking when it shows up in a spread, okay? You see the imagery there. It's not the nicest. Now, it could represent a Scorpio or someone that has Scorpio placements and traits. When I see the tower, yes, it represents the unexpected, the surprising, the shocking even. You see, it's like bringing something down to start a new foundation. Maybe that's something you're trying to completely avoid, because I did see this energy in the front end where it's like, yeah, I'm just doing my own thing. I'm minding my own business. But towers happen whether we like them to or not. This is a very sexual energy as well. So like with the Queen of Wands, then we got the tower right next to it. The libido might be going a little more than it normally does here, Libra. But the tower, once again, it is a shock of some kind, and it doesn't always have to be bad. It could be good. That's why this is going to be extremely important for us to clarify and see like what the energy surrounding it is, okay? You could just be hitting a reset button on something, okay? On a situation, or resetting something. So we'll want to look into it further. Moving to the very back end here, you have another bonus, the Hermit. So just like I was saying with this Queen of Pentacles, laying low type of energy, withdrawing your energy, pulling back. Yeah, you might be in hermit mode yourself when this card is in the mix, or connected to a Virgo. So it doesn't have to be bad. It's very spiritual. It's a wise type of card. You might be exploring your spirituality a little more. But I like the wisdom of the Hermit. So I want to dive deeper on all this, Libra. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for the Libras, please. My guides and spirit team, what's happening for my friends? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Queen of Pentacles. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Libra, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Queen of Pentacles time. Let's see what all this energy is about. What's that Queen of Pentacles here? Okay, deck is being specific. What do we got? Yeah, trying to avoid issue. There could be a situation or something where you're like, listen, I just want a little peace and quiet type of energy. We have Judgment in reverse underneath the Queen of Pentacles. And I hate to have to say it, I've been seeing it for a lot of signs as well. This could be something swinging back around. I saw that for you 2 weeks ago. I've been seeing it. It's a repeating theme throughout the whole entire zodiac for like a month now, where there could be an energy that's cycling back, swinging back around. Now, this could be something that you want to returning. Okay, that's a vibe that I do pick up. But aside from that, when I see Judgment in reverse underneath the Queen of Pentacles, it's like, listen, I want to avoid all the stress. I don't want stress. I want nice. I want peace and quiet. I just want to be in peace. So like, it's giving me that type of vibe. So for a lot of you, like, keeping your own peace, your mental peace, your emotional peace could be highly, highly important for you. And I would say, yeah, lean into that energy for sure. But once again, with the Queen of Pentacles, like just minding her own business, and Judgment in reverse, that's a cycle swinging back around. We also have a lot of karmic energy showing up here as well. So we're seeing the karmic archetypes. I wouldn't be surprised if someone pops in to say hello to you, like someone you haven't heard from in quite a while. And I've been seeing that for so many people. Maybe it's because we're moving into eclipse season, that like all these things from the past keep getting dredged back up. But once again, I feel you laying low and like avoiding. We're going to keep moving though. We're going to keep moving and seeing what's up. Why is that Queen of Wands here? I really want to get over to that tower. So why is the Queen of Wands here? Please. Thank you. All right. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse underneath this Queen of Wands. Okay. Yeah, you might get some urges in the coming days and weeks, Libra. Just ones that pop up out of nowhere, and I'm not being dirty-minded or anything like that. I don't mean it in that way. But, you know, like sometimes you get like a craving for something and then you're like, oh, I need to go get that. It's like giving me that type of vibe where just like a craving or an urge pops up. I wouldn't be surprised if those urges are much stronger in this time. But more messages I'm picking up. For some reason, this Knight of Wands in reverse underneath the Queen of Wands, it's giving me more of this cycle back type of energy. There's a lot of people here, okay? And the one thing I will say with the big themes that we've been seeing so far, like with the double queens, now we have the Knight of Wands, we have a court card, which is another zodiac sign, Judgment reverse. All of this is showing me that there's a magnetic energy around Libra in this time. Like you could be attracting various people in, whether it's people from the past or new. Like I just feel like here it comes or here they come type of energy. Like you're just pulling energy towards you. Even if you're like laying low or trying to lay low, it's like an energy magnet. So keep that in mind. We're going to keep moving forward. I'm not going to linger here. We'll talk about it more during the recap. But once again, yeah, watch out for spontaneous urges in this time, or cravings that could pop up. And for another portion of you, yeah, you're just, here it comes or here they come. You're just a people magnet. So let's see why the Tower's here. Then we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is the Tower in the mix? Might be very popular in the coming weeks, my friends. All right, so this could be a very good Tower here. This could be a really good positive shock and surprise. Okay, that feels really good. So this does give me more of that magnetic energy that I was just referring to as well. But when we see the Six of Wands, that is victory. And we saw it for you last week. So we do have some repeating themes and energy for you. Tower with the Six of Wands in the upright. My friends, this could be a win or victory that pops up out of nowhere. Now, if you are magnetic in this time, whether it is like situations or people from the past, like you're just pulling things towards you, you're pulling victories too. So I would say, believe it or not, this Tower with the Six of Wands is very much claimable energy. This is an energy that you should claim. Even if you don't want all this other stuff, you're like, yeah, no, I don't want all that energy. I don't want to be a people magnet. I'm cool right here. Claim this Tower with the Six of Wands in the upright, because it's like a shocking victory or win. It just like pops in. It's like, whoa, that's way better than I thought it would be. So don't be surprised if you have some sort of like victory that just pops in out of nowhere. Really good stuff. Okay, like it doesn't feel concerning to me whatsoever. But the good thing is, like, I'm getting this energy of you just doing your thing. Like you're not like going above and beyond. You're not like putting too much energy out. You're just doing your thing. And that's what feels good to me. It's like everything's moving naturally. That's the positive. So let's go through and do a quick recap here, Libra. Lots of stuff happening, lots of themes, lots of people, lots of everything. Very powerful energy. Then we'll get into the shadow card. But if you kindly look in the box, yeah, there's a lot of internal stuff going on as well. But position number 1, we have the Queen of Pentacles with Judgment in reverse. I did say I felt like a lot of you were just staying in your lane, doing your own thing, just trying to lay low. Cool. I'm all about that. That's an energy I stay in most of the time as well. I just do my own thing, mind my own business. But another thing I'm picking up here is like possible situations or individuals returning, and that doubles down as we move forward, because we get to the center, we have the Queen of Wands with the Knight of Wands in reverse. I did say watch out for like cravings of various different kinds, like spontaneous cravings, whether it's like, oh, well, I want to go on a trip, so let's go, or I want to eat this, let's go there. Like I'm getting spontaneous cravings or spontaneity in general. Okay, so you might act in a way a little less than you normally would. But aside from that, people, magnetic. So here it comes, here they come type of energy where you're just drawing things to you, which is a good place to be. You're not putting in too much effort, you're just drawing things in. Moving to the back end, we have the Tower with the Six of Wands. Beautiful. That's one of the best alignments we could have with the Tower. So I said that could be a shocking win or victory, or something that just goes way better than you expected it to go. So I really like it. I feel like that's very much claimable energy on the back end. Please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's get you a shadow card. Let's jump into the shadows here for the lovely Libras. Guides, talk to me. What do we got in the shadows for my good friends here? What's going on? And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. It could be a good thing. Maybe it'll tell us about this Tower Six of Wands here on the back end. Oh yeah, let's go. Oh, and yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love and appreciation for my channel members. All right, let's get it going here. One shadow card for the Librans. What do we got for Libra, please? Thank you. Okay, we have the Five of Swords, and this could be a little bit of a dicey shadow card sometimes, but there's also a good message that we could pull. So the Five of Swords could be a conflict-based type of energy, okay? So once again, I do feel you like being in your own mode, just doing your own thing, avoiding drama. So if that's something you're trying to do, avoid problems, avoid drama, stay in that mode, right? Because if you did come out of your shell a little too much, Spirit could be saying like, listen, Libra, you're so magnetic in this time that you're bringing all sorts of things towards you, good, bad, and indifferent. So just keep that in mind. The lay low approach, I think, is best for a lot of you, regardless of whatever it is you're going through. But the Five of Swords could be a lot of different things. You may have dealings with a person that you feel is emotionally cold, emotionally unavailable, or closed off when this card is here. Another thing I do see and love about the Five of Swords, the best positive of it is that it's determined. So whatever it is you're working on, whatever it is you're working towards, so that's taken up the focus of your energy in this time. Spirit saying like, hey, Libra, keep pushing. Don't give up. It's okay. You know, that's an energy of self-sufficiency as well. So we got some really good stuff. But just keep pushing forward, my friends. And yeah, that's what I have for you. So Libra, don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give the details of the March subscriber surprise. If you would like to get a personal reading done with me, you can find my digital calendar on mastermetaphysics.com, so please feel free to check it out. But for the March subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, fantastic Tarot of the Owls. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, and second, let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite zodiac sign? And give me a couple reasons why. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.